Let's move on towards the game now. We're going to be able to see MRC here going against YSD. It's going to be instant detention here on the Ivy side. And it seems like we're actually not going to be going for anti-current here anymore. Trying to look here towards the Seer. We did get the leech on, but we didn't get the scream on there, sadly. I guess really in this case scenario, it's just about how fast we can get this Seer down. Especially with the fact that Seer is going to slowly get 100 here soon. It's just a bit unfortunate that Flywheel here wasn't, we weren't able to put out enough time for Flywheel to come out. But also, deciding to scream there immediately, first nano code there being nearby as well. We are going to be able to get the leech here, thankfully, so Seer should be able to take some of the area of effects. But it seems like that wouldn't be possible here anymore, especially with that in mind. Now, we do have an owl. We do definitely have an owl. We also do have Flywheel, so if we can time this correctly, the owl and the Flywheel should come out pretty well here. And that's going to be the owl. It's only 60 seconds in towards the game. The good question is, should we take the leech off anti for now? The tram is going to come by, and seems like Tram Senpai is going to buy us quite a bit of time here, going straight towards the mercenary who's decoding near middle as well. I mean, really, in this case scenario, it's really just about how well is the first rescue. Because as long as we don't get a double down here on the first rescue, everything should be overall fine. Now, that is, the important part here is first rescue. So first rescue here matters the most. On mercenary side note here too, we need to elbow pad in for the immediate rescue. Because we don't want to double down. We didn't get a scream there, thankfully. Looking towards the wall right now. Mercy. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing about looking towards the wall, I guess. I'm gonna just stand. It's punishment. You know the punishment you get as a kid for being naughty. You just stand facing the wall. That's kind of that shenanigan there. But with the Seer here currently being rescued, Seer can't look back, but also at the same time, we didn't leech on towards Merc, which is a little bit unfortunate. Didn't get a scream there as well from Seer side. And with that in mind, that's going to be teleportation over. The thing is, right, MRC are really good at countering Ivy. From what it seems like right now, they are really good at countering Ivy. We're going to be able to give the doubling speed boost, doubling here towards Merc, and then doubling speed boost away for our barmaid. But even with barmaid here, barmaid can't just get her next doubling up immediately right after she drops down the pallet. So like, there's really nothing here to be worried about for the survivors themselves. Barmaid here having 48% fear stacks, and that's gonna be charge attack kish. The Flywheel came a bit early. The Flywheel definitely came a bit too early right there, but we're also at the same time, I feel like we could have screamed Ash. Could have screamed Sheldy there as the barmaid, but I guess we didn't, so that's great. Because then, like, even when we drink the Dublin right there, they have to look forward, and they don't have speed Dublin no more, so there's that too. We're currently trying to map control as much as possible. For an Ivy now, it's kind of impossible to actually do anymore. You could teleport over right there, but since you failed the chance, there's really no who you can immediately leech on towards to. Especially with the fact that everyone has been leeched on at least once. It's only going to be Barmaid here who's going to be available for the next leech, but chances of that happening, can we find the other survivors? We do find the other survivors nearby. Okay, we do see Barmaid, we do see Mercenary. We're going to be able to TP straight towards Mercy, but apparently that went the other way. Damn. Okay, damn, that's interesting. But even so, even so, Mercenary here becoming the next chase. We didn't get the scream. Like, I'm really just curious on which direction the survivors are actually looking at right now. Because they're dodging so much of the relevation screams. That's insane. What are we doing here? We're looking after Seer. Seer, no borrow time, which is the good news. Seer with Flywheel as well, which is the good news. Barmaid here with a needle on her hands. Anti-current still with items left to use. Once Anti finishes her cipher machine, Anti should come in to harass. Right, and then Barmaid should finish the 61% cipher machine. That's usually how it would go, for me anyways. But the teleportation stone is downstairs. Yeah, the survivors here do a really nice job on the positioning. The positioning here is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant positioning here. Like, you see Mercenary, when he got leeched, it went towards the other side of the wall instead. Like, from the survivor's point of view right now, they're not giving you any chance of, how do I say it? Any chance of downing anyone. Even with the seer teleportation, that you don't have the transference of corruption. So at the end of the day, it does kind of seem meaningless. We did get hit over a little bit unfortunate, but that's 100% stack. Nice, very nicely done. And of course, with the seer here going down, you need anti-current to come into rescue, but you also do need anti-current to... She's basically going to be the escort now. Once we get the disarms, we pop the cipher machine immediately, and because seer doesn't have self-heal. We leached on towards Mercenary, which is fine. Just let the leech on towards Mercy. We're currently decoding 2 cipher machines right now. And it seems like the cipher that is barmaids, excuse me, is going to be decoded. With that in mind, it seems like, okay, Seer has been rescued twice though, so we can get Seer down for the 3rd time. We could end Seer and go for the tie, but it still is a little bit hard here. It is still a tiny bit hard here with that in mind. We're going to be able to get a leech here, thankfully, just on time. But even with that leech, it might seem a little bit hard here for Ivy. Cipher machines are 91 and 85%. So you do have the anti-current getting rid of the artifacts right now. And more or less in this situation, middle cipher machine is going to be locked as Barmaid is trying to get rid of the tombstones. But like the whole thing here is it's 5 seconds is really short. Really short. So like it's kind of like saying it is what it is, honestly. 5 seconds, there's nothing you can do about it. Cipher machine currently being primary, chasing after the mercenary. Mercenary preferably would like to maintain full health or running a little bit closely towards Seer. Gonna double back here, immediately pops open a cipher machine, 1 level pad movement speed boost, and it seems like Ivy is gonna be looking for Seer here instead. We should teleport immediately to Seer, but it seems like we decided not to. With that in mind, good afternoon, Barmaid. That's gonna be teleportation over, but Barmaid here already out of the area. Already out of the area. That's gonna be the elbow pad away, and we do see the Seer. We actually do see the Seer here. Seer will go down immediately right after the blink. Fly wasn't used out. Well, there's nothing you can do about that situation, right? You can't look back as well, which is a bit of an issue. So like Seer not being able to fly with predict, that kind of is obvious enough. But like with the survivor's exit here, Mercenary with one elbow pad, Barmaid out, and the anti-current nearby as well will flip. If we teleport over, even if we teleport over here, it doesn't really matter. Because anti-current didn't really get much. Anti-current got the window speed boost to dodge the elevation. But if Mercenary here comes in for a rescue, we have to do it immediately. We went towards the wrong side. Nice flywheel, but well, I mean, the moment that Seer goes down, we can probably take dungeon, right? Well, there's only 30 seconds left until tie turn, so it doesn't really matter there. Mercenary is still out. Mercenary should be able to make it. We just need a chair here first, so we're gonna chair first, and then ooh, anti-current. Okay, wait, teleport. Nice teleportation over. We got 90. We got 98. The 5% movement speed boost endgame. Wow, moving on. Okay, it's gonna be Ali coming out as Ivy. We are gonna be able to see the doctor here coming out from drop teleportation straight towards the Cordy, hey? We're changing targets a lot. Okay, we are changing targets quite a bit. Cordy is still nearby. We want to look for Cordy. We probably should be able to see Cordy soon. But with Lion here, Cordy running towards the other side of the map right now. We do see where Coordinator is. But it seems like we want to catch up towards, or like, look here, right? What you should do is probably just try blink Cordy first and then leech onto her again and then teleport. That's probably your best bet right now. That is probably your best bet right now, because right now for a moment, what he's saying is, okay, I got de-leeched early on, 38 seconds. So the moment I get seen here, you cannot TP now. Okay, nice window. Okay, at least that was a window hit. Okay, at least that was a window hit. At least that was a window hit. Let's just say this way. But then the next time you can leech on towards Cordy is another 38 seconds. So that's 38 seconds of multiple free containments right here. We're going to change targets for the Doctor, who's just taking a Windows speed boost out of the way with 30 stacks of fear. But of course, even with these 30 stacks of fear right now, we're going to be able to get a second scream on me while Doctor here without borrowed time. But like, even if it's a Doctor here without borrowed time, the way we can get this, like we talked about this many times, the way we get Doctor down is the blink. The blink here matters the most. If you can't get a blink down, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Everything else is kind of secondary. We did get a scream there, but I guess it is what it is. Gonna be able to look at where Doctor is right now. Doctor vaulting over. Doctor should be able to heal here to one ship damage and then get on the tram. Doctor should heal. Doctor should heal. Doctor should heal. Doctor got up. Okay. Doctor healed and got up. Okay, we are buying a lot of time right now because we changed targets. There are around 1 cipher machine on the other side, 4 cipher machines at 50% on average. And now we're going towards the other side of the map right now just to see where Doctor is. So the teleportation here is going to be very necessary. But sadly, the gun assist won't be coming through from Coordinator though. That is more or less of the bummer right now. We're going to be able to get the leech on teleport over immediately. And it seems like Doctor wanted to get that heal, but we couldn't get it on time. So it's literally do or die in that situation. That situation was do or die. So there's nothing Doctor can do about that. And of course, with a pick up on a chair down, gonna be able to find Lion here decoding by S-Palette. Gonna move on forward towards aeroplanisting middle. Okay, so there's an aeroplanist middle here as well, but even with the aeroplanist on mind, gonna be able to see the Cordy. Teleport the Coordinator. The Cordy teleport is a bit surprising because she's probably the one you shouldn't be aiming for. Unless you only want to waste a gun, but by that time, why not just pull your leech back? And go back towards Doctor, right? But even for Ali here, the scream was beautiful to cancel it off the tram. But even with those scream on money, we see that Doctor here is going to start full self-healing, most likely back to max. Cipher machine here from Aeroplanist. I don't need middle cipher machine now is remaining from his part. And even if he gets teleported here, it doesn't really matter. Because our Doctor is starting completely new cipher machine. Okay, that's the completely new cipher machine here started. Mercenary is just a tiny bit further away, so we're going to allow Aeroplanist to rescue. With the Aeroplanist rescue we're waiting, we got the rescue very nicely done. That's going to be hit down on towards the Coordinator. So for Cordy right here, it's second chair, but it doesn't really matter because we're starting the 50% in middle. The other 70% is somewhere, but we just don't know where, which is kind of the issue. Drop here back on towards this 10% cipher machine, but it seems like he wants to come in for the body block situation. Meanwhile, you still have the aeroplanes nearby. And that's a leech. Nice. That's not a bad leech, but that might not be the best leech either. Let's just say it this way. It severely depends on how we play this. It really depends on how we play this. We've got the normal hit, but then like the cipher machines are primed here for a 4-man endgame anyways, so it seems like this would end up as a tie game with a mercenary force heal here. Yeah, never mind. Okay, might be a tiny bit bad. Oh. Excuse me, but we do have 200 survivors at the other exit. Okay, right now they're currently both rushing away from this area too. We definitely cannot teleport over just yet. Teleporting over is kind of a bit of a mistake because we can't get anyone down immediately. So we need to look for the Doctor. And there is the Doctor teleport over. It's okay. She was looking for items and that's a... Oh, beautiful flywheel. Beautiful flywheel. 58 stacks, by the way. If he looks back once, we can get the scream on towards the ETM. But like overall for Doctor right here, like first containment wasn't the worst, but also we changed targets quite a bit as well. So like for this Doctor game, it's really of a question mark situation. Did she kite by herself? Yes, she did. Could she have gotten the full heal? She definitely could have as well, but what can we do really? But with that in mind, let's go actually to the tie game here for MRC. Let's move on towards the next matchup then, because even if they do come into rescue, Doctor's after half, so like 45 seconds isn't going to be 30 seconds on chair. So there you go. Let's congratulate the survivors here for a tie game, and for Ali for getting a tie. Moving on straight towards the next game. So they rescued, and we teleport. Well, that was interesting. Doctor in IVL. Moving on.